So here's a question I got then. So you said you used to be hanging out on 63rd and O Block. So
Yeah.
when was the first time where you was like, yeah, I probably can't hang out on both sides?
Oh, when it got serious, a guy named Ra got killed. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up getting killed by his own homie from Parkway. But they was accusing, you know what I'm saying, my homies and them for doing it. Even though I was cool with OD and them, you know, like this, but these the bigger guys. So, you know, they was like, it was like my block got into it with them. So, you know, I ain't gotta be over here anyway. You hear me? Like, but I stayed in there. I was the last man standing over there out of everybody. Everybody else ran shit. We ain't finna be doing. Man, I was coming out the building shooting like John Wick some days, bro. To get out that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, for real, like, for weeks, you know, cause I this the only place that I had to live. Like, I ain't had nowhere else to go. I didn't either burn my bridge or, you know, the person who I stuck up know that spot where I'm going. They probably was watching that motherfucker and I rolled past and just happened to see him. So I can't go there. But I know ain't nobody coming in these for this shit right here. So I was safe. So I was like, I'm willing to, you know, bang it out with these dudes. Like, they ain't really, you know, I done seen it been a worse than this than them.
So you would really have to walk out the crib just to go do something and actually have to shoot at people while you were...
Oh, man, I had to walk out with all these bags, bro. I'm talking about with 230s in each hand like John Wick, bro, ready to squeeze at any time. Like, it could come, but nigga came from on the side of the building, just unloaded on me, bro. Missed every shot.
What?
Like, for real, bro. Like, this one the guy had got killed, though. This one of they, you know what I'm talking about, his name Reezy. He had got killed. He was the first person who ever got killed over there. Like, he was the first, and he was a cool ass dude. Like, I used to kick it with him, and it was over a whole, it was over a hole while he got killed. Like, it was over, you know, like a female, literally. Like, female ran. Oh, he touched me on my ass. They knock him out, knock his brother out. He ran down there, grab him, come back, and he ended up getting killed on everything. Like, over a female, so.
Damn, bro, you're really painting the picture right now. Hey, let me ask you this. So what was it like starting to achieve some success on YouTube? You remember the first time you got a check, you were actually like, oh shit, this could really change my life?
Oh, hell yeah. I think, man, my first check was like $5,000.
Really?
Like, in 28 days, I'm talking about this, like, 2 months of me on YouTube.
That's got to really just change your mind, right?
Check. Like, when I got monetized in like 3 days. When I went crazy, bro. I dropped like the some of the Cloud Boys, you know what I'm talking about, the rise and fall. I started the rise and fall of the FBG, and after that, my shit just started going up, and then you see 8s, and then you see 12s, and then you know, you like, fuck, the sky's the limit, you know? Like, you could do what you want to do.
Because making $10,000, $12,000 in a month, I mean, that's got to like kind of fuck your head up in a way when you've really been broke and really like have never made money off the internet before. I mean, even me, I had to grind for years and years and years to ever hit 10,000 in a month. And it's like,
yeah, man.
That sounds like an impossible amount of money when you're really coming up.
Yeah, and it's motivation. This goes back to the motivation for the streets. Like, y'all could get this shit. Like, you ain't got to be no flunky or none of that. You ain't got to die in the streets no more. You grab you a fucking phone, get you some internet, and make this shit happen. Tell your stories. Because if you don't, I'm going to tell them. You know, they get mad when I tell their stories. But then they come out and say the same shit I said, you know. Like, so I just be like, you know, I'm just going to tell my stories, how I'm telling them, and you know, they come to real life in the end, man. Like,
was there anybody you were looking at in particular that kind of you decided to base your channel around? Like, were you looking at somebody like Truth Teller and seeing what he was doing, and you wanted to do
fuck
your...
No? Fuck no.
Why?
Hell no.
You think he's a bitch or what?
No, hell no. Hell no. I don't
Just
think...
the way you responded to that right there.
No. This is what I'm saying, though. Because, like, when I was watching him one day and I was high, you know what I'm saying? I was high as hell. And, you know, I'm fresh out the joint, so, you know, the weed, it hit different when you first start smoking. Once
You gotta love that, right?
So I'm watching him, and he like, yeah, I ain't 100% sure that is right, but a source told me this, and, you know, I'm like, this man told a whole fucking 18-minute story. I'm thinking he on point with something. Like, when he's saying he ain't for sure about it, though. And that's when I was like, and then I started seeing them drop like 2-3 videos a day, 5 videos a day. And I'm seeing them like 5,000, 8,000, 10,000, 12,000. His videos, he just dropping them. And I'm like, oh shit, that must be the algorithm. So I was peeping shit. But nah, I base my channel off me because like ain't too many. Hey, I ain't gonna say ain't too many bloggers. Ain't too many people could tell you that they been around Duck, Vaughn, and all of them together. Like, I mean, they can't tell you this shit. Like, they can't tell you. They can't.
Yeah, so the stories hit a little harder when it's coming from somebody who actually got experience with these people in relationships, right?
Yeah,
So you don't really not respect, but you don't really just listen to any of the other bloggers and stuff, like even Chris Barnes, or I know you seen him before too, probably, right?
Yeah. I mean, I really don't watch nobody, bro. Like, I really don't watch nobody, bro. C Hood, I watch him, and OMC and Queen Lotus, I always watch them, you know, cause they like they got different perspectives, like. They civilians, so they speak from, you know, from their point of view, but they from the streets. You know, they from the streets too, and I like that type of shit.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of wild because it's like the more life experience you have in terms of being around shit, the better you could be as a YouTuber, but also like the more reason you have to be quiet and not want to, you know, anger people.
I mean, they can get angry, man. Hey, long as you don't fuck up that check, you can get as angry as you want to. You hear me? Like,
there's got to be videos that you've thought about making, and then you were like, nah, if I make that video, people are going to be so mad at me. It's not worth it.
I'm making them. I'm telling you, out of my making them, man. Like, I'm making them, especially like in Von's situation. He gone, K.I. gone. I could tell my story. I wish somebody would give me some cameras and let me tell my stories, and we could split the money. Like, I got real life stories with them, bro. Like, I want to bring to life, bro. Like, some real shit, bro. Like, I could make some money, bro. Like, stories that don't nobody know. Can't nobody tell you, bro. Like, all the stories that you be saying mostly about them, all you got to do is go through my 2 years, and you're going to be like, oh, he already said this shit. He said this shit. That's what most of the channels based on, bro. Like, my channel. Like, I fed them for years, bro. Like, for the 2 years, like, the front runner. Like, every story. They ain't know about none of that. Me sleeping on the couch with Wooski and all that. Don't nobody got them stories, man.
I was just about to ask
Me
you.
and Duck on the couch together, sleep. You know what I'm talking about? Like, for real. Shout out G Daysky and Creed, too. Because, yeah, we was at their house. We lived together, me and Duck. So, you know, that shit hit different, bro. It really do.
I need everybody to check out NoJumper.com. We officially started a blog. It has in-depth articles about current events, music, etc., plus all of our content in terms of podcasts, interviews, etc. And you can get some exclusive new merch if you check out NoJumper.com. So make sure you tap in.